Folks, it's time to look at some manga. Now give anybody a prize if they know whose YouTube introduction I just ripped off there. Anyways, let's get to it. It's an interesting list today. Top collection went for $839. The second top collection went for $770. In the top 10, 4 of them were the same series, which is brand new to the list, and it ranged from basically $90 to $300. So here we go. Honorable mention number 1 for collections. Kill la Kill, volumes 1 to 3. I feel bad for Kill la Kill because it always sells well, but individually it's never quite enough to make the top 10, and it's only 3 books as a collection. But anyway, as you can see, this one went for $189, which is $63 per book. Udon Entertainment, 2016. But it wasn't good enough to crack the top 5. So here we go. Tied for number 5, Yu Yu Hakusho, volumes 1 through 19, $365. That's about $19 a book. Viz Media, 2003. What it was tied for is a perennial favorite to this list. Vagabond, Viz Big Edition, volumes 1 through 12, went for $365.85, $30.50 each. Viz Media, 2008. Number 4 is a brand new entry into the list. It is 41 volumes, but it's The 7 Deadly Sins, volumes 1 through 41, $370, $9 per book. Kodansha, 2014. Number 3 is also a newcomer to the list. It's funny because this is the one I'd always heard, like when I first started this list, it was, such a valuable series. But here it went for basically one bid, $400. It's Shaman King, volumes 1 through 32. Viz Media, 2003. Number 2 is a new one and found it kind of interesting. It's From Far Away, volumes 1 through 14. We jumped tremendously up to $770 here. This is Viz Media 2004. Sounded like an interesting series. A lot of people were raving about it, so might have to check it out one day. And the number 1 collection is one I'm very familiar with. It's Ranma 1/2, the 2-in-1 edition, volumes 1 through 38. Went for $839. That's about $44 a book. Viz Media, 2014. Okay, let's break into the singles. But first I have 4 honorable mentions. The first one is one I just picked up. Uzaki-chan Wants to Hang Out, volume 1. Not particularly valuable by any stretch. But they did something really cool on the cover, and you can't see it, so I'll post a couple pictures, but they embossed Uzaki's assets, as it were. I thought it was really clever. Honorable mention number 2, we've seen this one on the list before. It's Triage X, volumes 1, and then volumes 4, 5, and 6. So these 4 books went for $133, or about $33.28 a piece. Yen Press, 2012. Honorable mention number 3. I've mentioned this one before, but it consistently sells very well, which is surprising because it's from Tokyo Pop, who normally prints more than enough volumes, but I think this is a case where demand outstrips supply. It's Area the Masterpiece. This time it's volume 2. Went for $60. Tokyo Pop, 2019. Honorable mention number 4 is another Tokyo Pop title. This time it's from 2007. Remember last time how I told you that Gogol 13, I showcased that collection, and that it was from way back in 1968. This one actually predates Gogol 13 by about a year. First appearing August 10th, 1967 in Weekly Manga Action. It's Lupin III. This particular volume is World's Most Wanted. Volume 8 went for $60. Okay, let's break into the top 10 here. Coming in at we have 4 volumes that all went for like $89.99 a piece. So it's a huge tie. 3 of them are the same series. It's amazing this way. But anyway, let's break into it. Number 10, The Wallflower, Volume 32, $89.99, Kodansha, 2014. Number 9, The Wallflower, went for $89.99, Kodansha, 2012. Number 8, do you have a guess what it might be? The Wallflower, Volume 33, $89.99, Kodansha, 2014. Let's go to number 7. This one, I'm laughing because this was actually on the Walmart website. And in this case, the title covers more of the naughty bits, but I couldn't believe that Walmart was actually selling this. It's the Katsura family's daily sex life. Went for, again, $89.99, published by FAKKU, 2018. Anyway, let's get to number 6, and it's one that's, near and dear to me. It's Puella Magi Madoka Magica's Homura's Revenge, Volume 2, went for $100, Yen Press, 2015. Number 5 is one we've seen many times before. It's One Piece, Volume 23, Gold Foil Edition, $110, Viz Media, 2009. Number 4 is also a repeat offender. It's Air Gear, but this time it's actually 2 different volumes. It's Volume 25 and 27. Both those books went for about $340, $170 a piece. Kodansha, 2016. Number 3 on the list, we've actually had this one before, and it did go for a lot of money, but this time it's actually sealed. It's Shonen Jump magazine, went for sealed, Volume 1, $195. Viz Media, 2003. It's impossible to understate the importance of Shonen Jump. Like, when you think about this, 2003, that's really when manga started to hit here in North America. One Piece, Naruto, Bleach was in there, Full Metal Alchemist. I'll throw in Ronin Kenshin. Yu Yu Hakusho was a little earlier, but you really had this big shonen push into North America. So incredibly interesting. And speaking of big shonen push into North America, let's get to number 2. It's Naruto, Volume 1. The hardcover, which is a collector's edition. Now, even though Naruto was originally published in 2003, the hardcover collector's edition was published by Viz Media in 2008, and this one went for $200. But that wasn't enough to make it number 1. And if you're listening, you'll know what number 1 is, because I said there was 4 of these brand new titles that just made the list for the first time. It's The Wallflower, Volume 34, $299. Kodansha, 2015. Super interesting to me because I had no idea these wallflowers were actually worth that much money. If you think that Shonen Jump number 1, the sealed edition, was worth a lot of money for a magazine, I'm going to post a screenshot, and this is just one of the many eBay sales up for the Shonen Jump, the Japanese magazine, of issue 34, which was published in 1997, and it is the first true appearance, the first appearance of One Piece. Anyways, I'm going to put up the list here, and as you can see, we'll do the collections first. Huge jump between number 3 and number 2. The true hero of today's list is The Wallflower by any stretch imaginable. I can't believe that it just roared onto the list with like 4 volumes ranging anywhere from $90 to $300. But all in all, so our top 11 roughly averaged about $146 a piece, which is very impressive considering, what's going on in the world today. Anyways, thanks again for watching. We'll be back in another 3 days, and see you next time.